And we poppin', man. It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the pink. Well, not the pink dance. We know orange dance in the day, but I'm giving it to you real raw, rugged, man. And like I say, like the Breakfast Club say, man, we got a special guest in the building. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got?
Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Bless, producer of Rolex by ATL, and Relationship by Young Thug and Future. That way.
Hey, man. For the people that don't know about you, tell them where you from.
I am from Tampa, Florida.
Let's talk about it, man. I'm a Florida boy myself. You from Tampa? I'm from Jacksonville. Um, hey, it's crazy because I always talk about people that I interview from Florida about this. It's crazy to see like Florida get on like this national scale when you got like Kodak and stuff. It's really crazy to me because it's like Kodak is not like a nigga like X, he could be from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas, they could be from anywhere. A nigga like Kodak, he using Florida term, calling niggas jit, green, all that, and it's really crazy to me, bruh. So how you feel about that? Just Florida just getting out there, bruh.
Bro, I feel like now is the time for the resurgence of Florida in the mainstream music. I feel like, Florida just has the sunshine and we're about to light up the world. But however, even though I'm from Florida, I gotta say, I've been in Atlanta for the past couple years, so that's what I'm repping. And,
Really?
ATL, shawty.
Hey, this way. I remember. I think the funniest tweet I ever seen on Twitter, like a long time ago, nigga said, "Every black person graduate and go to Atlanta to start a career," and I think that's really factual. Would you agree with that?
I would totally agree with that. Matter of fact, my best advice for you, if you are in Florida or if you're in a smaller city and want to do music or a career in the entertainment industry, I would get the hell out of whatever city you're in and be able to, go to a bigger city like in LA, like in Atlanta, like in New York, and that way you'll be able to network. Because no matter what you do, the industry is all about networking, who you know and who knows you. And if you're not around those people, it's gonna be hard to get them to care about you.
Hey man, hey, bump the interview, man. You having a conversation about me, man, because that's touching me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's what I'm here for, bro. I'm here to touch the people, to enlighten the world, and anyone that needs guidance or inspiration, I'm here to provide that because I was once in that same position.
I mean, because you know for yourself, you from Florida, I'm from Florida. It's not like to make it out of Florida. You have to have a big social media following. It's not like you gonna network with niggas in Florida and stuff like that. So why do you think Atlanta has become the place for niggas to basically blow up at?
Well, I know I moved to Atlanta because I knew everybody and their mom were here.
Okay.
And it's like you can wake up any day and bump into somebody and your whole life can change from there. Like you can literally go to the mall and meet like a famous producer or a famous artist or someone that can give you a chance. It's the land of opportunity. And that's why I believe Atlanta is booming so much because not only is there so much opportunity present, but collaboration is the culture. People love to collaborate, and nowadays it's like if you can make something way bigger with another mind, why be selfish and take all the credit when you could work with somebody else and their connections might be what push you to the top, or their idea might be what takes it over the edge and makes it a hit.
Hey man, sound like Bless gonna be a millionaire, man. That's what it sound like to me, man. It's like you got it, bro. It sound like you got the mindset. You already talented. You a KT tier. You a Florida native. It really warms my heart to see people, you know what I'm saying, so close to me, you know what I'm saying, make it. So I congratulate you. I congratulate you, bro. I congratulate you. And before we
Hey,
keep
bro, you're about to be a millionaire, bro. You about to be the next Sway, my nigga. For real. That
Hey man, nah, I can't be Sway. If Kanye tried to stop me like that, man, nigga would have to get the hands, man. Hey man, Sway a better man than me, man. Swear. I mean, okay, let's take it here. Let's say you in a position where an interviewer coming like Kanye came at Sway. How are you dealing with that? Are you snapping or are you staying like Sway did?
I mean, look, you gotta keep your composure. Not only within interviews, but even if you're not an interviewer in general, it's all about keeping your cool under pressure. One reason that I believe I've been able to get to where I'm at right now is because no matter what someone is saying to me, or even if they may have like a negative, be in a negative mind
Hmm.
state or approach me with anger or, an aggressive tone, it's like you just gotta act like that doesn't phase you and just keep a cool, clear head. And you can never lose by that. Because if you show people that you don't really care, then eventually they'll be like, oh damn, let me just cool down.
I got some advice for you, bro. You know what you should do, man? You should make videos on Instagram just giving inspirational talks, man. I feel like you could get big as a producer and also be like, oh, you my nigga that do the motivational talks, because you really have like just like a calm soul and you actually say wise things. I don't know if everybody told you that before, but you really
I received that, and I'm actually about to start doing that now that you said that. Like, I wanted to do it for a long time,
do it.
but confirmation, bro. Like, real talk. I appreciate you for being a vessel of the universe and
Facts.
delivering that message to me. And watch how the world changes because of it, bro.
Hopefully so, man. And before we start talking about all what have you done, just to go back to Florida real quick, like the up and coming artists, who are you fans of from Florida?
Kodak Black. I mean, he's not really up and coming. He's
Well,
already.
the newer artists. Let's say the newer artists. Yeah, for Kodak.
Uh, Honestly, I'm not even gonna flex. Like, I really don't even listen to that much new music. Like, I'm not in the bubble per se. I like live in my own universe and in my own world. So
Hmm.
like, I'm not really listening to that much up and coming music unless someone just comes to me and brings it to my attention. So on that particular question, like, I'm not educated enough to give a proper answer. But I do know there's plenty of incredible talent out there, and if anyone watching this interview knows any, dope up and coming artists in Florida or elsewhere, please shoot them over to me.
Hey, I got you some names I can shoot for you, man. I'm gonna try to hook you up after this interview, man. I got you, man. I
Hey,
got
thank you, bro. I
you.
appreciate it, man.
I got you. Well, let's go back a little bit. When you was growing up, what were you listening to, like in the house?
Man, bro, so I was a freaking weirdo when I was growing up. So like, I was listening to a lot of J-pop, listening to a lot of like, heavy metal rock stuff like Taking Back Sunday, Green Day.
Wow.
I was a huge Daft Punk fan. Their Discovery album basically changed my life and changed the way I listen to music. Pharrell's like one of my biggest idols, if not my biggest idol. So
Hmm.
anything the Neptunes put out, Justin Timberlake, Ja Rule, he had the radio on lock for a
Did.
while. My family is Rough Riders, so Uncle D, Uncle Y, my cousin Swizz Beats, so all the Rough Rider classics, those were like in the bloodline, so I had to listen to those. And let's see what else.
Hold on, time out. We can't just blow by that like you ain't just say your cousin was Swiss Beats, man. That's like me saying, yeah, I went to school yesterday. Oh, you know about my daddy or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna get some McDonald's. You can't just do that, man. Come on, man. So Swiss Beats is your cousin. Like, is he like a? You know how you had a cousin you don't talk to? Is it somebody you don't talk to before, or?
Yeah, he was like, I mean, I've spoken to him way more recently, but like, our families weren't. Well, at least my dad wasn't the closest with that side of the family. So, it's been a process reconnected to him. But now that we've reconnected, it's all love, and he's truly a fantastic mentor, and a lot of big opportunities are gonna open up from there.
Okay. Well, hopefully we get a Swiss Beats and Bless collab, man. That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Coming soon, you already know. Swiss.
That'd be fire. Well, the reason I love interviewing producers so much because I'm gonna text you this after we done. It's this great YouTube channel, and basically what he does, he'll play an original song, and then he'll play the song that sampled it. So, like for example, like he'll play like the original song Bound, and then he'll play Bound 2 by Kanye, but he finds like all these like obscure samples that people like sample or whatever, and I think it's just a great channel. So, you as a producer, how do you feel about sampling?
I love sampling. I feel like if someone had a great idea in the past, sorry,
You good?
why not reuse it and possibly make it even better? There's certain melodic cadences and motifs that never die throughout time. So I feel like, the universe has placed those there for us to be able to use and, allow the next generation to enjoy them the same way the previous generation did. So
Exactly.
I love.
Exactly. How do you find samples? Because like some of these samples sample this dude post, and then he'll play like the person who sampled it. I'm like, how did they find this? So like, how do you go about finding your samples?
A lot of the times I find my samples by just living life. I might be in Urban Outfitters and hear something like, oh snap. I might be, at lunch and hear something,
Hmm.
or just in the car, like listening to a random radio station, and then I might hear something and like it'll just catch my ear. Or God just might drop it on my head, and like I wake up one day and I'm just like browsing the internet and someone might say something or like reference a song and I click that and then like, yo, this is fire, I should sample this. It
Yeah.
just comes to me like in different ways. But
Well,
I love it.
like the most popular samples are samples like from like a long time ago, like the '80s or the '70s or something like that. So do you like that type of music just in general, like soul or funk or just music that is kind of retro?
I'm more of a fan of like 80s synth wave,
Mm.
like pop. You know what I mean? Like soul and funk, that's great. I have a huge amount of respect to all the legends who create